So, welcome to our first official bi-weekly YouTube video. Obviously, we're renovating this massive house, and it's quite intimidating. And there have been a few pleasant surprises, but also a few unpleasant surprises. So today we're showcasing you everything, and I think my mind will wander off to more of the unpleasant side. So, let's go to the first surprise, shall we? So this and the room where I was just standing in is one of the two rooms that I think are my favorite and Robin's favorite as well. And if you look at the windows over here, you can see that they're very cool and big, but also that they're very close to the ground. That's because we're standing on a new floor. So there's about 30 centimeters of concrete or cement or whatever you want to call it that has been poured into this, and it's actually a load-bearing floor which has been installed into the wall. Long story short, there were some rules and regulations that we needed to figure out, and we needed to put a new floor in this. So that was just great. So that was one of the surprises, which of course isn't free. So, because we bought this house when it was still a casa rural, so basically a B&B, there were not many things prepared to be a hotel, because there's a new set of rules and regulations when you turn it into a hotel. One of those is something I have here, which is a totally fire retardant, fireproof piece of plasterboard, which, if you look up, has been applied to all the ceilings and all the walls where it was required. So we make sure to fulfill the regulations and to keep everyone who's staying with us nice and safe. We even had to use this espuma, if you can see it over there. I don't know if you can see it. Everything that is ceiling is fully protected, fully fire retardant, so in the case of an emergency, it should be safe and well. And then, please follow me here. We're standing on this slightly inclined balcony, which you cannot see, but underneath we actually put some metal pieces just to keep it from not falling down ever. So all these things are going to contribute to the fact that we can keep this house going for another 300 years, because it's almost 300 years old. And we hope to be able to give it to the next person who will take care of it in a nice state. Okay, so we're here standing in what used to be the living area of the owners, which will be the living areas of the owners, aka me and Robin. So like you can see, it's a very nice curved ceiling, but what we found, that it was cracking the ceiling. Like you can see here, crack, and you can see one here, and on the other side there's some more over there. So that's why I'm standing underneath a metal rod, this one and this one, because we had to make sure that the walls were thick enough to actually carry this ceiling, which is the case on that side, but wasn't the case on this side. So we had to thicken this wall, put these in, and basically keep the ceiling from collapsing on us, which is always a good thing, right? Keep things from collapsing. I think that's always a win in my book. So let's move on to the pool. So welcome to our pool area, which is one of the areas that is actually already done. Well, the pool itself is done. The area is not done, but the pool itself is done, which we're very happy about. But it was also an unpleasant surprise, because when we arrived, we found out that the pool is leaking water, which is not ideal, because you have to keep filling it. Well, I suppose you can figure out that bit. So what we did is basically redone the whole thing. So we were like, no half work here. So we put in wood-looking tiles, we put in a new liner, we actually put in a roof, and most importantly for our future guests, we put in heating. So I can check right now, because I have this handy dandy little app which I can manage my pool with, which is very cool to say. 22.7, so we're very accurate. But it can go up a bit higher, but we're not open yet, so we're just testing it out a little bit. But I think we're very happy with it, and right now they're putting in a door, because talking about unpleasant surprises, and again the theme of fire, keeping it going, in case of a fire and the fire department has to come, they will need to use the water from the pool, because there's no hydrant anywhere close, and they require us to put in a door in the wall. So what we did, we cut a hole in the wall, and now we have people installing a steel door. Unpleasant surprise, but I think there's been way worse things, but we'll get to those now as well. So we're in a lovely sunny plaza, and I can see like the biking people sitting here, cyclists, bike people, Jesus. And they have a lovely coffee and cycling atelier over there. But also here's some proof of some unpleasant surprises, because we actually asked the previous owners if we could keep some of the furniture that was here Yeah, we can see that has been some termites that really had their field day with this. So there's holes in it. It's actually peeling off. We're actually salvaging some of it, which one of them is this very cool old church bench, which I personally love. Not sure where we're gonna put it yet, but I'm a big fan. Okay, welcome to our road. So, fun fact. This is a nice fun fact. Officially, according to the cadastro, this is our road, but it's used as a public road now. I'll tell you a bit of a history. So, this used to be the mill of the Klaskade house, which is over there, which is a very big house as well. And then there was this really rich and famous family, like from back in the day, and they first had that for like hundreds of years, and then they decided, oh, there's a river, we need to build a mill. So they built part of this house, only the lower part, and then they expanded it, and then eventually they actually also built the house over there, which is called Molinot, which translates to small mill. Molinot. So that's that. So this road was private road because all those houses belong to the same owner. Then they got sold separately, but then on the cadastro, this road still belongs to us. So I don't know if we should start charging toll or anything, but might not be a good idea to do that. Yes, we're talking about this situation and that situation and basically all of that. Looking at these lovely cables over the road, or preferably you don't look at it. That's electricity. We need lots of it because we want to go full electric, and we will also do solar panels, etc. in the future. But we also need some grid power. So in order to increase that, we need to put a new cable from that big cable to our house, which is a very unpleasant surprise because the company tells you that you have to pay for everything. So we have made a discovery. Well, we kind of knew, but we didn't know this much. So there was always water down here. I'll show you. There was always water down here, and one day we needed to drain it because we needed to clean it because it's a canal and blah blah blah. Didn't know much about it, but our builder said, "Well, you need to clean it. It's a better idea if you do so." So turns out there's a tunnel going to our house from down here. Don't worry, it will be closed. No intruders. But there's a tunnel over here. So, standing here, you can see that if you're an average Spanish person, you could actually fit, which I'm not. So, I don't fit. But I could, but I don't. It goes all the way underneath the plaza, but there will be a nice gate here to block anyone and any potential animals from actually entering the mill. So yeah, that's the story of the tunnel. So here we arrive to the former, or well, actually there's still a bit, they're horse stables, which are quite nice. They've been built very nice, and what you can see is that we're actually extending them to be bigger, better, and brighter, which is all true. We're actually going to use this as a gym space. And then we have some storage in the middle for ourselves. We have a gym space here with some lovely weights. Robin actually just bought them this morning. They're very aesthetically pleasing. So we'll actually extend this until the level that you can see here on these beams. And we will have on this side and on the other side, we will have these amazing glass doors that actually slide. So it's kind of indoor-outdoor area. So if the weather might be bad one day, you can actually have the gates closed. But if it's nice, you can have it open. You can do your yoga here. You can do lift your weights in here. And then if you come with me to the other side, here we can see these newly placed beams have been put in yesterday by our neighbors, which they've done a fantastic job. And I'm very excited to see it now. We'll actually replace the roof as well. And in here we will put those same doors, and we will have 3 indoor bikes here. We will have an update about those bikes in about a month and a half because it's very exciting. They're the newest of the newest indoor bikes, and we have a super cool collaboration with them, but I cannot tell you anything because I'm under an NDA. So but super exciting things to come. It's like the coolest view you can have on the mountain, and if you look up there, there's the Catalan flag. So I think it's lovely on those rainy days, or if you want to recover after your big ride, you can do it in here. If you want to start your morning off by some exercise, you can do it over there. I think this is a lovely addition to the hotel. Okay, so that was our first actual YouTube video. I know we posted one before, but this was our first longer format video. For us, it's also a bit of a tryout, so let us know if you enjoyed it, if you like it. And we'll be back with you in 2 weeks to show you more of the progress side of things. And a lot of things will be changed, especially here, because they're working almost every day here now as well. I want to thank you for watching, and if you liked it, please give a thumbs up or a like. And if you want to see more of us, subscribe down below and make sure to hit the notification button. And for now, I'm going back to work.